Welcome back into Bengals Breakdown. I am Tom Downey. After a very disappointing and frankly unacceptable effort out of Cincinnati in NFL Week 1, another disappointing opening start to the season. The Bengals get housed by the Cleveland Browns on the road 24-3. Our post-game reaction, a very, very bad effort out of Joe Burrow, out of all the Bengals offense. 3 points, that was it. 143 yards of offense. We know Joe Burrow is a fantastic NFL quarterback. He was not today. The offensive line did not have success. I would say the worst performance I have ever seen out of Joe Burrow. The offense as a unit, including sacks, taking away passing yards, 14 of 32 for 67 yards. Yikes, that was a mess. The defense, it says 24 points. It says 200 yards allowed on the ground. I thought they actually played pretty well, all things considered. They were put in some tough situations. They forced 2 turnovers, a fumble and an interception, and the Bengals did nothing with it. So I don't blame the defense that much. My ire is directed towards a very awful effort out of the Bengals offense. I will say, as part of our live watch, but today we passed 4,000 subscribers here on Bengals Breakdown. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate that. If you have not already, hit that sub button right now. YouTube.com/BengalsTV for more free Bengals videos. Takeaway number 1. The rain was a problem. Now, emphasize this part too, both teams played in it. So that is a reason why they had issues. It is an excuse, though, to say it is the only reason. The Bengals offense simply was bad. Everything, man, I thought Joe Mixon played okay today. O-line was not very good. Joe Burrow was terrible. T. Higgins, in part because Burrow was bad, was MIA. We'll get all that stuff later on. The conditions were not very good. That is a fact. It is not the only reason why the Bengals offense was terrible today. So grade the Bengals offense, or the Bengals as a unit, I should say, the Bengals as a team, against the Browns. I expect to see plenty of Fs, and I do not disagree. So grade the Bengals against the Browns. A, B, C, D, or F. It is the pinned poll on today's video. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, or pinned comment, not the pinned poll, pinned comment, go vote A, B, C, D, or F at the pinned comment of today's show. Takeaway number 2. There is no way to cut it. Even the most die-hard delusional homers would say this. The offense was awful. It was offensive in this matchup. They did not play well. Nothing worked. They were bad. They were unacceptably bad. First game for Joe Burrow, fresh off being the highest paid quarterback in ever. A contract the Bengals had to get done. He sucked. All right? He was O-line, weather, I get all of it. All excuses, all reasons. He did not play well. And whenever he goes up to his press conference, he'll say the exact same thing. I was bad. 14 of 31 for 82 yards. That sucks. He was bad. I'm not out on Joe Burrow, the player, but this game sucked. Unacceptable. Jamar Chase had 9 targets, 5 catches, 39 yards. Okay? A lot of short stuff. What was the longest pass Bengals completed? Maybe one to Chase? He had a 12-yard catch? Okay. 2 plays over 10 yards through the air. For what was at one point the most explosive offense in the entire NFL. Horrible. Joe Mixon actually had the best play of the day, a 22-yard run. That was actually pretty impressive. 13 carries, 56 yards. But after the 2 long runs he had back-to-back, the Bengals ground game didn't really have much going. Chris Evans had 2 for 12. Trayvon Williams had 2 for 7. The offense was bad. Every part of it. You're going to give out grades to players. Mixon passes. To expectations. Chase maybe gets the D's, get degrees or whatever. But Irv Smith was fine. Tyler Boyd, okay, caught his passes. It was bad. It was bad. There's no way around it. They were bad. Now, today's show, is made possible by BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code CHAT125 for a 125% deposit bonus. $100 down minimum gets you that deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code CHAT125. You get that free bonus money. That way, if you, I don't know, bet on the Bengals money line. I did. Just like I did. You still have plenty of leftover money. You know, I had the Bengals in my can't-lose parlay, and like half the teams in the can't-lose parlay lost. Classic. I hate that. I don't know why I do it for the NFL. It never hits. Never hits. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code CHAT125. Hope you bet the under. They barely got half of the points combined. Takeaway number 3. O-line wasn't good. Now, I wasn't in the live version, and we'll know more tomorrow when I can go back and watch it because I have no life. That's what I do. The O-line did not play well. Ted Karras got roasted by Myles Garrett on one rep. Burrow was constantly under pressure. I don't know who played well up front. I don't think Alex Kappa had a good game. I don't think, Jonah Williams played that great, but I don't know if he was even your biggest issue in that game. The O-line as a unit was bad. The lack of chemistry, the lack of reps was very much on display for an otherwise very good Bengals offense. So with everything that went wrong today, lots of routes you can go. Who do you blame the most for this Bengals loss? Fair or not, the quarterback tends to get the blame. Probably the route I would go because he's the quarterback, after all. Who do you blame? Go vote in the comment section. Could go head coach, by the way. The whole team wasn't very good. T. Higgins. You know what? T. Higgins, every fantasy owner that owned him played him today, and they're in shambles. 8 targets. Did not catch a single one. Now, a big part of that, to be clear, was the bad play from Joe Burrow, but Higgins is staring down a $20+ $25 million contract himself. It didn't show up. Entire Bengals offense failed to show up in the first game of the season, continuing a troubling trend of bad starts to seasons. So what is your panic level over the offense? 20 carries, 75 yards. 32 passing attempts, 67 yards. I've seen high schools, bad high schools, perform better than that. So what is your panic level over the offense right now? You can be honest. You can overreact if you need to. Scale it for me from 1 to 10. Takeaway number 5, it is a long season. I am of the mindset you get anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, depending on when the game is played. In this case, you get 24 hours. It was a 1 p.m. game. You get 24 hours to be upset, to be mad, to work your way through your feelings, your disappointment, whatever, over what was a very bad effort. It's also a long season. One game should not change your mindset with how you feel about this Bengals team going in, unless there's like a bunch of injuries, which there were not today. It seems like everyone's healthy for Cincinnati, at least as of filming this. So, disappointed? Hell yeah. Mad? Hell yeah. Quitting on the team, saying it's over, full-fledged meltdown? Save your energy. You will need it come December, come January, come February. It's a bump in the road, a nasty, ugly bump. One of your tires got a little bit loose. Car's not busted. Season's not over quite yet for Cincinnati.